Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled 39 plus size single mom thinks she's the prize. Let's get right into it.
I want a cheat sheet now. I am single, 37. Shit's looking real bleak. Like, I feel like when you get to a certain age, 35 plus, and if the things that you've been praying for, hoping for, waiting for have not happened, like God should give us a golden ticket and say, hey, this is what the rest of life is going to be like for you, just so you know. So you're not sitting around here getting excited with every interaction, meeting somebody and thinking that it's going to go the distance, and then it doesn't. It is mentally and emotionally exhausting. And I know a lot of women understand what I'm talking about. There was a period of time when I used to pray to God to take away my desire for love and marriage. Like, I was begging him, like, if this is something that's not going to happen, please just remove it out of me so that I can just live my life regular and not have to wait on this. Like, I want.
People want the good times to roll. They just want them to roll. God, send me a cheat sheet. Let me know when it's going to end. But there's no finish line in life. By the time you get to the finish line, life will be over. Anyway, I know in the title says she's 39 and she's talking about she's 37. Well, this is 2 years ago. Okay, this is 2 years ago. And she was struggling with dating back then. Flash forward to modern times. Let's see how she feels now. Take a look at this video.
Hi, my friends. I realize that I don't talk to y'all anymore. And I am restarting a journey. And I was inspired to do this because a video of mine from like 2 years ago popped up. Someone had made a comment on it and they were cracking up. And I forgot I even made this video. And it was when I was doing my Hinge dating journey. I just recently decided to restart this Hinge situation. Because I don't like Bumble. I don't like the idea of having to like message a guy first. I've never been on Tinder or all those other, hookup sites or whatever. And let's just try this again, because I actually was on Hinge back in January or December, but I was dating somebody and I thought that it was really going to go the distance. So I deleted it. There were so many men on my Hinge. It was a free for all for me. And I was like, no, this is where, this is the direction I'm going in. Like, me and him are really locking in. That was stupid because I ended up, ending things with him like a month later. And I should have kept myself open and I should have been dating, but I didn't. And I don't like dating multiple people or talking to multiple people at the same time. And I actually was kind of doing that in January and it was too much for my spirit. So anyway, it's been about 6 months since I ended things and it's time for me to put myself out there. Why? Because where I live, a Black full-figure girl like myself is not the fucking preference. Not only that, but I've been here all my life and I know what's around here and it's not what I want. So I restarted my Hinge and I moved my location to the area that I plan on moving to within the next year. It is my intention, and I, come hell or high water, me and my kid are moving next summer. And so it's to my favorite place. It's somewhere I wanted to live for years and years and years. I've been trying to get there. The right opportunity just has not opened up, but my Hinge is off the hinges, okay? It is so many. I woke up to like 20 matches and 5 messages. It's a lot going on. But I wanted to share with y'all some literature. Ariel.
So here's the reality, right? She has a child. She's 39. Clearly, she feels like she has a lot of options. She got a huge ego, okay? And she's talking about how all these men are on her Hinge. All these men are on her Hinge. And this is the delusion that a lot of women go through. Like, this is the delusion. Okay? Now, before we let her get to her little comment about who's messaging her, okay? I want to skip back so you guys don't see that. I don't want you to focus on that, okay? Focus on her. I want to start with the fact that she says she lives in an area where Black, full-figured women are not the preference. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content. Black, full-figured women are not the preference. Let me ask her this question. Where in the world are black full-figured women are the preference? Are they the preference, or they're what men settle for? A lot of times when men date full-figured women, it's because they can't get their slimmer counterparts. That's what happens, right? Everyone, as men, when you're struggling, you can't get girls, you always go up in size. As men, you do well with women, you go down in size. It's just the way it is. So when women say this, it's like, oh my God. Anyway, she also talked about how she hates Bumble because she doesn't like the idea of messaging a man first. You know, it's funny to me, women will go out their way to achieve their goals. They'll go to concerts. They'll do everything in life except for go after a man. Right? They'll tolerate everything in their life. They'll tolerate obesity, high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes, pre-diabetes, arthritis. But God forbid they go after a man who they deem is average and they don't want to settle for a man. It's World War III. God forbid. So she's restarting her Hinge, okay? So on her Hinge, this is what's going on.
A beautiful woman like you is like a dream dreamt to Savior. A manifestation in my life, handpicked by my Savior. Also meant to be handled greater than any relationship I could ever welcome labor. Snaps. That's all I got for you today. Okay, Bridger.
This guy has used ChatGPT to write this message and she's in love. Oh my God, he wrote a poetry for me. Anyway, and this is why women have this ego. They have this ego that they're going to get the exact men they want. The man they want is dreaming of a single mom like her. Just dreaming of her. That's plus size, full figure, because he wants a little extra weight. He wants an extra meat on the girl's bones. Women believe this. And I can't fully blame them because Sims talk like this. But the proof that she has an ego, just take a look at what she's saying here. I'm going to read it for you guys, okay? This is her soft power propaganda that she's falling for. By the way, it has to be propaganda, right? This can't just be the truth. And then she writes that I can walk into any room and shift the energy just by being grounded and glowing. That my future husband is going to adore my stretch marks, my forehead wrinkles, and silly laugh. That rest is productive. Pleasure is holy, and softness is a superpower. That I'm allowed to be seen, celebrated, and supported without hustling for it. That my timeline isn't late. It's just legendary. That I could be the main character and the safe space. That I can create a life that feels like a warm bath, a soft breeze, and a good playlist. That the right people, places, and purpose are not being delayed, just being divinely prepared. Delusion, 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 delusion. I'm telling you. And this is why big girls have even bigger egos, okay? Anyway, I found this clip very interesting on TikTok. Let's listen to what she has to say.
So twice a year, I pay 2 witches to put curses on my baby daddy, right? And I usually do it around September because that's his birthday. So I'm DMing them. One of them messages me back. The other one doesn't. I use 2 because I don't believe in nothing. And I just want to make sure that if I'm wrong, I got as many bases covered as possible. Anyway, I'm messaging her. She's not responding to me. So I messaged her multiple times. This last time I messaged her, she messages me back and she's like, hey, actually, I got married, so I don't practice anymore. So I'm so sorry. I hope everything works out. And I instantly get mad. I get so fucking pissed because what do you mean? You gave up your religion for a man? For a fucking man? Bitch, if you don't go out there and get back to work over a man? So twice a year, I pay 2 witches.
Yo, this is hysterical. I think what's even more funnier that she's like missing a tooth, right? I don't know if you guys peeped that, but she's like missing a tooth right there. So funny. So funny she's missing a tooth. But she says she hires 2 witches. to cast spell on her exes and on her baby daddies. On her baby daddies. 2. Just in case, okay? Because she didn't trust anything. So 2 just in case. And then one of the witches didn't respond to her, and she got mad. She kept blowing her up, by the way. She got mad, and the witch eventually responded to her saying that she got married. And she's like, what? I'm telling you, women hate when other women succeed. If you are succeeding, she's hiring you so she can be miserable with you. You're a witch. She's like, get back on your religion. Get back on your religion. I thought that was hysterical. Anyway, moving forward, this is another interesting video by a single mama. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Okay, so I just want to say this. So I noticed that it's a lot of men out here who feel some type of way that they can't find chicks with no kids to start a family with. But that's all y'all fault. Like, y'all can't blame nobody but yourself. Because y'all have clown mothers and dragged them through the mud. Like, y'all have ripped them to shreds. Y'all have talked about how bad their body looked. Y'all have talked about how dumb they is for having kids. Y'all have talked about how they value goes down and how the women with no kids are so superior. So y'all have created a culture of women who feel like they're better than mothers, and they never want to have kids because having kids is a flex. Like, it's a flex to not have kids. That's why you can't find nobody that want to start a family with y'all. And then, like, y'all keep talking about single mothers, but anybody could become a single mother, even if she got married. Like, he could get unalived, he could get sick, anything. Like, y'all have dragged these mothers through the mud and talked about how less they is. So a lot of these chicks out here don't want to lower their value for you. Like, you can't find no chick to start a family with because y'all done dragged moms through the mud. Y'all have not made motherhood seem like anything that anybody wants to do. Like, that's y'all fault. Like,
you blaming us how single motherhood looks? Are you seriously gonna blame men? Oh, it's your fault how single motherhood looks. No, it's not. No, it's not. Ladies, please take accountability just once. Just one time. Just one time. Now, I want to address some of the things she said. She said anyone could become a single mom, even a woman that's married, because their father or husband could become unalived. It's like, it's such copium. It's not even like, bro, where is Destro when you need him, bro? Where is Destro? This is straight cope. This is straight cope. She also said, she said that, I never said this, but I guess men are saying that women are dumb for having, these women are dumb for having kids. So that is funny as hell. I'm sorry. I thought that was so funny. But the last part, I think it was the most important part. She said that men can't find women with no kids to have kids with. What men? See, she just proven my point. A lot of women, they tell on themselves without telling on themselves. This idea that every man has to date a single mom is such a lie. She's like, oh yeah, he can't find a woman that has no kids. No, the men you deal with, and this is my point exactly, they're only dealing with single moms because they have to. Not because they want to, because they have to. They can't find a woman with no kids. I'm 37. I'm not the youngest guy around, and women don't even shame me for my age. I've talked to women 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, all over the board. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to several girls of different ages, 27, 30, different ages. And none of them have kids. That's actually my requirement. I'm putting it in the dating apps. I actually put my preferences, no kids. That's one of my preferences for sure. So, you know, this idea that every man has to date a single mom, only the men you're dating, because you could only date the bottom of the barrel, and you make videos complaining about the bottom of the barrel, but that's the only men you could date. Now, if you're a single mom, can you date a man of value? Yes. Have I seen it? Yes. One of my good friends, I always keep it a stack. He's a millionaire, okay? Meaning that he earns more than $1 million in a year. Not like a net worth millionaire. He earns more than $1 million a year. He just got married to a single mom, okay? But let me tell you something. She's an exceptional single mom, okay? First of all, she's Brazilian, so she's gorgeous. On top of that, she cooks, cleans, and she takes care of him. She nurtures him. She makes his life easier. And he's older. He's north of like 45. I think he's like almost 46. And I don't think he wants kids. So he's actually happier, and he loves being an uncle. He loves, like, you know, the auntie vibes. He likes being an uncle vibe. So he's actually happy with his life the way it is. He is an exception. Most men in his shoes would not date a single mom. He's an exception. But she went out her way and got him, by the way. She chased him. Okay? So it can happen, But you have to pursue the man, and you have to be cooking, cleaning, and looking damn good. Okay, this girl is Brazilian. She looks damn good. Okay. Anyway, here's another video kind of proving this idea that single moms are not necessarily that great. Okay, there's a lot of solipsisticness, female solipsism, right? They mean they're selfish. They're the main character, like the other girl describing. She wants to be the main character. Listen to what this girl has to say, and we will respond.
So I just watched a video of this girl and her mom in the car, and the girl is moving to a different state for college, and then the mom is like screaming at her visibly, she's screaming at the daughter upset. Instead of being happy for her that she's going to college, she's screaming at her because the daughter's moving out of state and she's not happy about it. This reminds me of something that I heard a long time ago, which is that when it comes to Black moms and their daughters, when you're living with your mom as a daughter, you are not allowed to be the full woman that you want to be when you're in your mom's house, because the way that Black moms do stuff is only one woman is allowed to be in this house, right? You can't be your own woman. And so when you live there, you get restricted. Not showing you, not teaching you how to drive, not helping you get your license, not helping you get a passport, like not helping you progress, or they become an obstacle so that they make it harder for you to progress and get away from them or move away from them. And the only way that you can be your own woman is you have to separate and live away from your mom. And I'm telling you, this is the truth. Now, of course, there are a few moms that are going to be different than the others, but I just noticed this when it comes to Black moms and their daughters. It's like they actively don't want their daughters to become their own woman, and that's when Black moms start having problems with their daughters. But then at the same time, they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to grow up. So they will then become a big obstacle in your life when you were trying to move yourself forward. You're going to have to decenter your mom, and you're going to have to move out if you really want to be your own woman. Because like I said, the way Black moms operate is that only one woman is allowed to be the woman of this house. And it's going to be her because it's her house.
This has come from a Black woman. A lot of people try to say, I'm misogyny. Listen, man, I just speak the facts. And sometimes the facts seem a little misogynistic, okay? But here's a Black woman saying that if you're a Black woman living under a Black woman's household, aka a single mom, you have to decenter your mom because she's going to try to cripple you so you depend on her. Imagine that. So she won't help you get your driver's license. She won't help you get your passport. She won't help you blossom into a young woman because she's in competition with you. She envies you. And she wants you to be her little pet for the rest of your life. This is why I say a lot of women want to control a man. I'm telling you, that is the zeitgeist of today. Women want to be the leaders. They want to control men. And misandry is more common than misogyny. In fact, we're living in a world where misandry is celebrated. It's celebrated. But anyway, even women are struggling with women that are single moms living under their household. Okay? Because only one woman's allowed to be a woman in this house. There's only going to be one woman in this house. That's why I've heard stories about mothers sleeping with girls' boyfriends to try to spite the daughter. But all you do is making the boyfriend look cool as hell because he smashed a girl and her mom. So you're embarrassing your daughter, trying to spite her, and you humiliate her. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. That was pretty funny. There's another video I thought was pretty interesting. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Do you think a man would hesitate to lie to you? Do you think a man would hesitate to mask who he is to get what he wants out of you? I was talking to this girl and she was telling me about her horrible dating experiences, and I noticed a trend of her giving way too much of herself and her story to men too early on in the situation. So I told her, you need to learn to be quiet. That's what it sounds like to me. Everybody doesn't need to know every waking thing about you, everything that you've been through, and they damn sure don't need to know about everything that you've been through with other men. And I've told y'all this before. So she goes off on a tangent about how if she can't be herself around someone, that she doesn't want to be with them at all, and blah 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 blah, and she should be able to be vulnerable and expose who she truly is, and somebody should just be able to accept her and all of these things. And I'm like, oh baby, if that's your mentality, then you have a lot more living to do, and you are about to go through a lot more in life until you come to the realization that you're expecting fairness in an unfair world. I don't need to get out of this mentality that men actually care about everything that you've gone through in the past and the poor behavior that you've accepted, thinking that he's going to feel bad for you and want to treat you better, because the wrong man will weaponize everything that you told him faster than the military.
It's so funny she says that because this is exactly what women do. So when women say, well, a man would hesitate to lie to you, what? So a woman will tell you the truth? Like, there's no truth in that. And this is what I'm saying. A lot of women are led by fear. They're led by fear. Be quiet. Guard yourself. You know, don't tell him too much because he's going to weaponize everything you say against you. As if a woman wouldn't weaponize everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a gender-specific thing. If it was, women are probably more guilty than men are. And when a girl says, oh, I feel like I should be able to, you know, a man should be able to, you know, listen to what I have to say and accept me. And she said in response, oh, you got a lot more living to do. When she said that, in my mind, I was like, oh, you got a lot more trauma to receive. So this girl's older. She's been through the ringer already. So she's been through all the trauma. So she's adapted. I would love if people believe that it's not men that's the problem. It's the bad choices that are a problem. We can't get rid of evil. So if you choose an evil man to sleep with, you're going to get evil results. What did it say in the Bible, right? An evil tree can't bear good fruit. And a good tree can't bear evil fruit. But somehow women go after evil trees expecting good fruit. Every time. And then they say, oh, instead of saying the tree is evil, say all trees are evil. It's the same thing. All trees are evil. No, baby, you climb evil trees and you fall from an evil tree and hit your damn head. And you blame the tree. It's your goofy ass for climbing that tree. Anyway, moving forward, I thought this video was interesting as well. Let's listen to what she has to say.
If a man sees you out by yourself, he thinks you're an easy target. Do not talk to him. If he says he likes you natural, he doesn't want you doing your hair, your makeup, your nails. He wants you to have a clean face. He doesn't like you having extra hair or anything like that. 9 times out of 10, he's gay. He's gay. Women were natural more than we wear makeup. I've never in my life have had a man tell me that he didn't like makeup, he didn't like hair, he didn't like nail polish or getting my nails done. I never had a man ever in my life tell me that. So when I meet women who tell me that their man likes them natural, that's a big red flag. When you hang out with...
If a man says he likes his girl natural, it's a big red flag. Like, bro, how can you compete with the amount of nonsense on the internet? How can you compete with this? This is brain rot. This is a brain rotting. She believes that men, black men, who, by the way, wear their natural hair, if that should be any kind of testimony of themselves, wear their natural hair, but prefer women not to wear their natural hair. And then y'all say, oh, it's self-hate, it's self-hate. Is that not self-hate? So wait, if we love black women, how come we don't accept their hair? So y'all think we hate black women? So y'all think we're straight if we love a black woman and her non-natural hair? And if we like black women and her natural hair, we're on the DL. It's a red flag. Anything women don't like and they despise, because they don't like themselves. Fake eyelashes, fake hair, they don't like themselves. They're going to try to convince you you're a bad person unless you agree with them. That something's wrong with you. It can't be something wrong with them. No. Nothing wrong with them. They love themselves. They love so much. Even though they don't rock their natural hair, they love themselves so much. Makeup all over their face, they love themselves so much. But you're on the DL if you want her to be herself. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Anyway, moving forward, I thought this clip was interesting. Let's listen to what they have to say.
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, so I just have a question. I'm not sure if this is like talked about enough, but I know that social media in real life is totally different. But I've been talking to this guy for like a month and a half, and I noticed that he likes a bunch of girls' pictures, including bikini pictures and selfies and thirst traps. But when it comes to like my posts, he doesn't like anything. So I'm not sure if it's giving hater or if it's giving like he's trying to humble me, or do you know what the reason being is?
It's given that you need to get the fuck off the internet and you too insecure.
For sure.
Why is your whole relationship correlated to somebody liking your fucking pictures? Why do you give a fuck? If Chris Brown wasn't liking your pictures and you was texting Chris Brown and talking to Chris Brown, you wouldn't give a fuck. You would listen to anything and everything Chris Brown said. If it was Drake, if it was whoever, any man that you valued or revered, if it was an NFL player or a basketball player, you wouldn't give a fuck if they was liking your pictures, because you know that it's bigger than that. But because you're dealing with this man and you don't respect him enough, you're trying to find anything to correlate the entire relationship on, which is an Instagram like. And you're a low-level, low-minded woman. Respectfully, you're a low-level and low-minded woman, because instead of you looking at all the other things that he does, he probably makes you feel safe. He probably makes you feel comfortable. He probably communicates well. He probably is doing all the other stuff that men should do in a relationship. You trying to find something to negatively bring it down, which is a fucking Instagram like.
Low-level, low-minded women, I agree with that. They're always trying to find a way to disqualify, something to be upset about. They're searching for it. They're searching for issues. Girl, just be happy. Just be happy. Stop. This whole idea that we're doing something wrong by liking pictures is so retarded. It just shows you the level of control women want to have over men. Don't you dare like his picture. Don't you dare like her picture. It's just a picture. Instagram's about, I should be able to like a picture on Instagram. You should be able to like a picture. This idea that, oh my, you cheated on me because you liked the picture is so wild. But a lot of women believe that. They believe cheating starts with liking other girls' pictures. Anyway, to prove that I love natural women, because I know a lot of women think, oh my God, you don't actually like black women. You're on the DL, da-da-da-da-da. This not, no, okay. I love natural women, so much to the point where even if you have to shave your head and keep it low, I love that too. This is a prime example of it. Okay? Now, she dyed her hair, okay, but it's still her hair. I'm cool with, if you're gonna die, I'm cool with you dyeing your hair. I'm cool with, you get highlights in your hair, I'm cool with that. You dyeing your hair, I'm cool with that. I got no issues with that, okay? Because you're coloring your hair. So, let's listen to this girl eloquently speak, and it just proves what black beauty is like when it radiates. Listen.
Not me getting my hair cut for free today. Oh, I get out the chair. I'm like, how much it is? He said it's on the house. Then I went, because I was craving some fries. I went to Beck's Prime and I just wanted a big basket of fries. I got some fries. And as I'm waiting on them, the lady's like, you want something to drink? I was like, no, I'm good. And she was like, come on, you can get anything on the house. I was like, what you got? She was like, I'll be right back. Brought me a cookies and cream shake, which is my all-time favorite. Also, I went to work today. It was kind of a slow day, as it's been. It was a little bit better, but kind of slow. And I had a table whose tab was like $75, and they gave me $100 tip cash.
You know why? Because you fine as hell. I would have gave you $200 tip, okay? Cash, okay? No, but seriously, I love beautiful black women. She's an example of it. Yes, she has makeup on. It's okay. I'm not saying I'm against makeup. I'm not saying I'm against it. But it's the idea that if you're going to use makeup and you look ugly without it, this girl clearly will look beautiful without makeup, with or without makeup. Just the dimensions of her head. She has a beautiful shape. Beautiful. Just gorgeous eyes, okay? So adding a little accessories to it, I'm cool with it, okay? But fake here, fake this, fake that, I'm not cool with that, okay? Guys, if you agree with me, comment below how beautiful this black woman is.
Not me.
Comment below how beautiful she is. She's very beautiful. I know she is. You don't gotta say it, but just say it so other black women will pay attention and follow her lead, okay? Keep your hair natural. You can spice it up. We're cool with that. But this is the kind of black woman we like. Anyway, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.